Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. One gets remembered more fondly by the day, while the other continues to be condemned. For many people, one or both of these games were their first exposure to the Sonic franchise, as after Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic would make more appearances on other consoles like the PlayStation 2, etc. So, a whole new generation of Sonic fans started with these games here. In fact, these are the first two Sonic games that I ever owned. And I did separate videos looking back at each one in more detail, so you might want to check those out in my Sonic the Hedgehog playlist. So, which of these two games is better? And I know what some of you may be thinking. You might think that the answer is simple and straightforward, but to get a proper answer, I'm going to be comparing the two with what I think makes or breaks a Sonic game. So I'll be looking at the music, level design, gameplay, story, and legacy. Once we finish comparing those 5 aspects, I'll give my final thoughts and I'll choose a winner. But which game do you prefer? Let me know right now in the comments, and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe with notifications on to catch some more Sonic content. Let's talk about music. To me, the Sonic franchise almost never misses with their music. Even if the games aren't that good sometimes, the music will trick you into thinking that they were. While the stage themes in Sonic Heroes all fit their stages and perfectly set the mood for them, Shadow the Hedgehogs are more memorable and capture the essence of the game more for me. As for the vocal themes, this is where it becomes more difficult because I love all of them and they all make you feel something in regard to these games. I thought each team's theme song in Sonic Heroes was perfect for them. Special shout out to this machine, by the way. And the main theme of Sonic Heroes is incredibly catchy, and What I'm Made Of might be the most uplifting song that I've ever heard in my life. And it just gets you so into the final boss fight. With Shadow, most of its vocal themes are only heard during the credits. They're mostly serviceable, I like them, but Heroes blows them out of the water in this area. Except for 2 specific songs. I Am All of Me and Never Turn Back are my 2 favorite Sonic songs ever. Both of them for different reasons. The former being a song that I couldn't help but get pumped for every time I heard it as a kid, and the latter being a song that still sticks with me to this day and speaks to me personally. So, for those 2 reasons, I'm gonna give the edge in music to Shadow the Hedgehog. With level design, Shadow has more playable stages because of its branching story path. Sonic Heroes has 14 playable stages, while Shadow has 22. The stages in Sonic Heroes for the most part are thrilling and action-packed, and they really call for you to use all the mechanics in the game offered to you. While the stages in Shadow range from decent to forgettable to excruciating. I'm not a fan of the structuring of some of them. Aesthetically, I'd say both games capture the tone they were after within the various stages. With Heroes going for a more light-hearted and a bit more vibrant look, and Shadow going for a more chaotic and dark and gloomy look. But Shadow doesn't always hit the mark, whereas Heroes captures its identity perfectly. So I'm giving this victory to Sonic Heroes. Next, let's talk about gameplay because I have some interesting takes on this subject. The speed characters in Sonic Heroes are pretty much as fast as Shadow in his game, so in both cases they can feel a bit too slippery and a bit too fast, which can cause you to fall off stages sometimes. But in Sonic Heroes you can counter this by swapping to another slower character to prevent this, whereas in Shadow you don't have this option. But surprisingly, I found myself falling off stages more in Sonic Heroes. Both games do a good job at making you feel like the characters. In Sonic Heroes you control a team, but whether it be the speed of Sonic, the power of Knuckles, or Tails' flight, they're simple and straightforward with it, but they still feel like the actual characters. Constantly switching between characters keeps it fresh. The Team Blast is something of a last resort attack, but it always comes in clutch. Playing as Shadow in his game is also satisfying. He's fast and destructive and is able to punish enemies in multiple different ways. The wide range of weapons makes for good variety as well, and the way that they implement Chaos Blast and Chaos Control was very welcome. While navigating through the actual levels with him can be a pain, I honestly had more fun playing as Shadow in Shadow the Hedgehog, so it gets a point here. Moving on to story. This is a simple one now. Shadow the Hedgehog has an absolute mess of a story and Sonic Heroes doesn't. So Sonic Heroes wins, easy dub. I'm not gonna give myself a headache by trying to talk about the story of Shadow the Hedgehog again. If you wanna know more about it and what I think about it, go check out the video I did. In terms of legacy, Sonic Heroes gets remembered more fondly as time passes. We see a lot of other games playing homage to it, and there's a lot of people who cite this as their first and favorite Sonic game. We often see Team Sonic, which is Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, teaming up in various forms of Sonic media, and I think that's in large part due to the impact that this game had. They just felt inseparable after that. Shadow the Hedgehog, on the other hand, has a far worse legacy. It's not only cited as the game that ruined Shadow's character, but also cited as the game where it all went wrong. This is where the reputation of Sonic games being bad really skyrocketed in my opinion. The start of the Dark Ages. While Sonic Heroes gets remembered as a shining start of a new generation of Sonic fans. So Sonic Heroes has the better legacy. Overall, these are my final thoughts on both games. Sonic Heroes uses its characters better than Shadow the Hedgehog. In Sonic Heroes, everyone has a reason and motivation to be a part of the story, and they all have important roles to play. Whether it be Team Sonic wanting to save the world, Team Dark searching for Eggman, Team Rose looking for their friends, or Team Chaotix just doing their job. Their motives aren't all over the place and they fit perfectly with the characters. And it helps that most of the actual cast of this game are playable. I'm not saying that they have to be playable to be important, but it definitely helps. In Shadow the Hedgehog, we have Shadow as the main character, but his supporting cast is absolutely terrible. Everyone, including Sonic, feels forgettable in this game. They barely do anything, and Shadow himself can't carry this narrative mess that, by the way, completely gets his character wrong for 99% of the time. In terms of main villains, I'd say that Sonic Heroes did an excellent job with Metal Sonic lurking in the shadows, getting stronger and not coming out until the climax. Black Doom could have been done a lot better considering that it was his blood that helped create Shadow, but he just comes off as laughable. His final form is definitely scary though. I definitely had more fun playing as Super Shadow than I did as Super Team Sonic. Both games are extremely important for me for different reasons. Shadow the Hedgehog was a game that was cool as a kid and it had my favorite character front and center. It's not as bad as people think because there are definitely some bright spots in it, but it still failed overall. And while I can see the beauty within the chaos of Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes is more in tune with things and there's way more positives there. The story was simple and easy to follow and it was friendly to people of all ages. It had identity. Whereas ironically in a game where Shadow wanted to find out who he was. That game itself didn't know what it was. I will say that both games had powerful messages, with Hero being about togetherness and friendship, and Shadow being about putting the past behind you and moving forward. In case it wasn't clear enough though, Sonic Heroes is overall the better game. Next, I'm gonna cover the Sonic Adventure games and compare them as well. I actually haven't played Sonic Adventure 1 ever until this month, so I might have some interesting perspectives on that, but I hope you enjoy me comparing two of my favorite and first Sonic games. I haven't done stuff like this before, so leave a comment on what you guys thought about it. Like the video, subscribe, check out my previous Sonic videos as well, and I hope you all have a good one.